Have you ever found yourself sitting quietly, trying to enjoy a peaceful moment, and then there it is again, that dry, nagging cough that just won't seem to go away? It doesn't matter if it's daytime or the middle of the night. It creeps in, interrupts your conversations, makes your throat sore, and leaves you feeling downright frustrated. And maybe the worst part? You've tried syrup, lozenges, and maybe even a prescription or two, and it just keeps coming back. You're not alone. For many of us after 60, our bodies begin to change in ways that make us more sensitive to things like air dryness, throat irritation, and even hidden allergens in our own homes. And while medicine can sometimes help, it's not always the best long-term solution. In fact, there are natural ways, simple, comforting, and surprisingly effective, that can help calm that cough and heal your throat from the inside out. So, in this video, we're going to talk about natural, no-pill-needed ways to soothe your cough and finally find relief. Whether your cough is dry, wet, or just stubborn, these gentle remedies are especially great for older adults who want to treat their bodies kindly. No side effects, no chemicals, just a few things from your kitchen and a little care. Let's begin with something as old as time: warm fluids. Now, this might sound too simple to be true, but sipping on warm water throughout the day is one of the best things you can do for a persistent cough. You see, as we age, our throats tend to dry out more easily, especially if we're not drinking enough. Dehydration might not always feel obvious. You may not feel thirsty, but your throat knows. Warm water helps loosen mucus, soothe irritation, and calm that tickle that makes you want to cough. If you want to make it even more effective, try adding a slice of fresh ginger or a spoonful of honey to your warm water. Ginger has natural anti-inflammatory properties. It gently opens the airways, calms the irritation, and helps your body fight off any lingering infection. And honey? Well, that's nature's cough syrup. A spoonful of raw honey coats your throat, creating a soothing barrier that stops the coughing reflex. Just be sure it's real honey, not that overly processed kind with added sugars. Now imagine this: you're sitting down in the evening, maybe watching the sunset, or listening to soft music, with a warm mug in your hands, steaming ginger and honey tea. That's not just comfort, that's healing. But let's not stop there. There's another natural remedy you might not have thought about: your breathing. Yes, your breath can be one of your strongest tools to stop a cough. You see, many of us don't realize that we breathe through our mouths more often as we age, especially when we sleep. Mouth breathing dries out the throat, causes irritation, and can even trigger coughing fits in the middle of the night. So here's a gentle tip. Try practicing nasal breathing during the day. Just being mindful of breathing in and out through your nose can train your body to do it more naturally, even while you sleep. And at night, you can use a cool mist humidifier in your bedroom to keep the air moist. This helps keep your throat and nasal passages from drying out. Some people also like to apply a little eucalyptus balm on their chest before bed. It opens up the airways and helps you breathe more easily while you rest. You might be wondering, what about food? Can what we eat really help with a cough? Absolutely. One of the best things you can do is avoid foods that increase mucus or irritation, like dairy, fried foods, and anything too spicy. Instead, focus on soothing, hydrating choices. Steamed pears, for example, are an age-old remedy in traditional Eastern medicine. They cool the lungs, reduce heat in the body, and relieve dry coughs. Just peel, steam, and drizzle with a little honey. It's a simple, delicious dessert that heals. And here's something you may not expect: pineapple. That's right. This tropical fruit isn't just sweet and refreshing. It contains bromelain, an enzyme that breaks down mucus and eases coughing. Just a few slices of fresh pineapple a day can work wonders. especially if your cough feels like it's stuck deep in your chest. Now, I know it might sound like a lot to change at once, but you don't have to do everything all at once. Start small. Add warm fluids to your day. Pay attention to how you breathe. Notice how your body responds to different foods. Over time, these gentle shifts add up. And I'll tell you this, natural remedies work best when they come from a place of patience and care. Not just popping something to mask the symptom, but really giving your body what it needs to recover fully. Especially when you've lived a full life, your body deserves that kind of kindness. So, now that we've talked about warm fluids, mindful breathing, and food as natural medicine, let's keep going. Because there are still more powerful, natural ways to calm that cough, ones that might surprise you with just how easy and effective they can be. Shall we keep going? Let's look at the next simple method that could make all the difference. Let's keep going. One of the most powerful, yet often overlooked ways to cure a cough naturally, especially for folks in their 60s and beyond, is steam therapy. Yes, good old-fashioned steam. It's not high-tech, it doesn't come in a bottle, and you don't need a fancy machine. All you need is hot water, a bowl, and a towel. That's it. Here's what you do. Boil some water, pour it into a bowl, and if you have it, add a few drops of eucalyptus oil or even peppermint oil. Then carefully lean over the bowl, cover your head and the bowl with a towel, and breathe in that warm, healing steam. It works wonders. Why? Because steam helps to loosen thick mucus that might be stuck in your chest or sinuses, making it easier to clear out. It also soothes irritated tissues in your throat and nose. Just 10 minutes of gentle steam breathing can calm a cough and open up your airways. If getting over a bowl feels a bit uncomfortable, you can also take a steamy shower or sit in the bathroom while the hot water runs. It's about surrounding yourself with warm moisture and allowing your lungs to relax. Now, while we're talking about your environment, let me ask you this. Have you checked the air quality in your home lately? As we get older, our lungs become more sensitive to dust, mold, and dry air, even things we didn't notice when we were younger. Sometimes a lingering cough isn't about a cold or virus at all. It's about your surroundings. That favorite old armchair or rug might be holding on to dust. Your heating or air conditioning system might be circulating dry, irritating air. Even cleaning products or air fresheners can trigger coughing without us realizing. So here's something simple you can do today. Open the windows for 15 minutes each morning to let fresh air circulate. Use natural cleaning products without harsh chemicals. And if you can, invest in a small air purifier for your bedroom or living area. It doesn't have to be expensive, just something to help remove dust and allergens from the air. You'll be amazed how quickly your lungs notice the difference. And here's another thing to think about, your posture. Believe it or not, the way you sit and stand can affect how much you cough. When we slouch or lean forward too often, it puts pressure on the lungs and diaphragm, which can lead to shallow breathing. And shallow breathing keeps mucus stuck in your chest, right where that cough festers. Try this. Sit up tall in your chair, gently pull your shoulders back, and take a few slow, deep breaths. Feel your lungs expand fully. This kind of mindful breathing not only strengthens your lungs over time, but also helps clear out any leftover congestion. You don't need to do a whole workout. Just a few minutes a day of sitting tall and breathing deep makes a big impact. Let's not forget movement either. When you're feeling under the weather, it's tempting to just lie down all day. But even gentle movement, like walking around the house, stretching your arms overhead, or doing a few shoulder rolls, helps break up mucus and keeps your body active. The lungs love movement. It keeps things flowing. Now, we can't talk about coughs without mentioning the power of the immune system. Your body's natural defense system is working hard every day to keep you well. And you can support it with just a few small choices. For example, Getting enough sleep is key. If your body is tired, it can't fight off the viruses and irritants that cause a cough to linger. And what about nutrition? Well, think color. Bright fruits and vegetables are full of vitamins and antioxidants that help reduce inflammation in your lungs and boost healing. Oranges, berries, carrots, leafy greens, they all help your body stay strong and bounce back quicker. But let me share one of my favorite little secrets: turmeric. This golden spice has been used for centuries in natural medicine, and it's especially helpful for coughs. You can mix half a teaspoon of turmeric powder into warm milk or almond milk, add a pinch of black pepper to activate it, and drink it before bed. This soothing golden milk helps reduce inflammation, quiets the throat, and can even help you sleep better. And it tastes delicious, warm, earthy, and comforting. And speaking of comfort, sometimes the best medicine is simply letting yourself rest without guilt. Our bodies do most of their healing when we're relaxed. Put on your favorite music, sip something warm, close your eyes, and just let your body be still. It's not laziness, it's wisdom. Especially in this stage of life, you've earned the right to listen to your body and treat it with kindness. All these natural approaches, steam, fresh air, posture, warm drinks, rest, nutrition, they're not just about stopping a cough. They're about creating an environment where your body feels safe, supported, and strong enough to heal. And that's the beauty of it. You're not just covering up symptoms, you're giving yourself the space to truly recover. So, as we continue, there are still more gentle but powerful methods that can ease your cough and protect your lungs, ways that may surprise you with just how simple and enjoyable they are. Let's keep going, because there are still a few more wonderful ways to help your body fight off that cough, naturally, gently, and effectively. And what we're going to talk about next might sound a little old-fashioned, but trust me, it works. Do you remember gargling with warm salt water as a child? Maybe your mom or grandmother used to tell you to do it when you had a sore throat or a cold. Well, they were right. A simple saltwater gargle is one of the most effective ways to ease a dry or scratchy throat and stop a cough before it gets worse. Here's how you do it. Take a glass of warm water, not too hot, just comfortably warm, and dissolve half a teaspoon of salt into it. Then gently gargle for about 30 seconds, making sure the water touches the back of your throat. Do this 2 to 3 times a day. The salt helps draw out excess fluid from inflamed tissues, reduces swelling, and kills bacteria that might be irritating your throat. It's a small habit, but it can bring big relief. Another traditional remedy that many people overlook is onion syrup. Yes, onion. It might not sound very tasty, but onions are packed with compounds that break up mucus and soothe inflammation. To make a simple homemade cough syrup, slice up 1 onion and layer it with raw honey in a glass jar. Let it sit for a few hours, and what you'll find is that the honey draws out the juice from the onion, creating a powerful natural syrup. Just a spoonful a couple of times a day can calm your cough, especially if it feels tight or stuck in your chest. And if onions aren't your thing, you can try thyme tea instead. Thyme is more than just a seasoning. It's a natural antimicrobial herb that's been used for centuries to treat coughs and bronchitis. All you need to do is steep a teaspoon of dried thyme, or a few sprigs of fresh thyme if you have them, in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Add honey and lemon if you'd like, and sip it slowly. It relaxes the throat muscles, reduces coughing spasms, and helps clear mucus. Now, let's talk about something just as important as the remedies themselves: the mindset behind healing. When we're younger, we often try to power through discomfort. We tell ourselves we'll just keep going, no matter what. But as we get older, our bodies speak to us in quieter, more subtle ways. A cough might be your body's gentle way of asking for more rest, more water, or even just a moment of peace. So, while you're treating your cough, take a little time to slow down. Light a candle in the evening. Wrap yourself in a warm blanket. Sit by a window and let the sunlight fall on your face. These moments of comfort are more than just pleasant. They support healing. They signal to your body that it's safe, that it's cared for, and that it can finally let go of that tension. And here's something else to remember. Not all coughs are the same. Sometimes your cough is dry, tight, tickly, and unproductive. Other times, it's wet, with mucus coming up from your chest. Each type may need slightly different care. Dry coughs respond well to honey, turmeric milk, and steam. Wet coughs do better with fluids, movement, and herbal teas that help thin and expel the mucus. It's also okay to track your symptoms a bit. If your cough is lasting more than 3 weeks, getting worse, or comes with a fever or trouble breathing, you may want to check in with your doctor just to rule out anything more serious. Natural remedies are wonderful, but being wise means knowing when to ask for help too. Now, let's take a moment to reflect on everything we've talked about. Healing a cough doesn't always require a trip to the pharmacy. Often, the best solutions are already in your kitchen or your home. Warm water, honey, steam, herbs, fresh air, and most importantly, patience. These are tools you can turn to again and again, not just when you're feeling sick, but anytime you want to support your health gently and naturally. The beauty of natural healing is that it treats the whole person, not just the symptom. It encourages you to listen to your body, to slow down when needed, and to trust in your body's ability to heal. You don't need to rush. You don't need to suffer. With a little intention and care, you can feel better, calmer, clearer, and more comfortable. So, take a deep breath. Let it out slowly. Feel the strength that's still in you, no matter what age you are. Your body is not broken. It's just asking for a little extra love and support. And now, you know exactly how to give it. If this video helped you in any way, I'd love to hear about it. Share your experience or your favorite home remedy in the comments. I read them all, and your story might help someone else. And if you found this helpful, go ahead and give the video a like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more simple tips that help you stay healthy, happy, and strong. Here's to living your best life at any age, naturally, joyfully, and with a whole lot less coughing. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time.